This says I'm live, so I don't know what's going on. I got a bucket of concentrates here. I think there's 2 gallons of concentrates. I don't know if I'm live or not. I can't see. I'm gonna look at the screen like that, and y'all are gonna get my other face in the view every shot. So that's fantastic. I guess. Hey, 5280. I guess I am live. I can't see chat. I can't pull up my live. I got some cons. I'm going to run through these sluice box here. I can't see the chat or nothing. So, all right. I'm just going to run these, and then every time I need to look at the screen, y'all are going to see my beautiful blue eyes. All right. These are from a creek that is like almost by Georgia, south of where I am. I classified it down to 1/8 inch, minus 1/8 inch. It's going to take a little while to run these, so that's why I decided to go live. Hi, Careless. Hey, Littlefoot. These are concentrates I got from a creek that are by my, well, not by my house. They're like an hour south of my house. Oh, and if you're expecting to see big chunks of gold, you might as well just switch away right now. I'm looking to find maybe the flower gold. So I got that going for me. This was so much work. I dug in that street creek for like 3 hours, and I'm getting like 7 pieces of flower gold. It's like it's not even worth it for me to do. I'm only doing it for you guys because I'm not doing it for the gold. I'm doing it for you guys. All right, right on, Littlefoot. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you. If you're headed north, stop in and see me, brother. Yeah, like I said, there's not going to be any gold in here. So if y'all looking for gold, should switch to somebody else's channel, because you know what the name of my channel is, right? The Empty Pan. There's a reason it's called the Empty Pan. Oh, shut up, rooster. I'm sorry. I have 3 roosters right there and 20 other chickens. So, 10 dozen of eggs in there on the counter right now. So I'm egg rich. And I should put that hummingbird feeder in the shot. That way when the hummingbirds come in, you can see them. Good thing I happen to have a gun right here. Yeah. Let's see if this will work. No, you can't see that. Not low enough. Well, welcome to my professionally run stream here. You just get top-notch content when you come to the Empty Pan channel. Whoa. And you see that now? Probably not. I can tilt the screen up a little bit, and then that way you can see the hummingbird feeder. And if any hummingbirds come in. All right, that works for me. I had already run probably 2 gallons of this concentrates when I first got it, and I found 3 pieces of flour gold. So I'm expecting a total of 4, and the rest of. I've been thinking about picking up one of those buddy sluices, whatever those things are. The vortex riffles in it, but man, I'm so broke. Nobody ever said that, hey, if you start a YouTube channel, it's going to be expensive. Nobody ever said that. That should be the first words out of somebody's mouth. You're thinking about starting a YouTube channel? It's expensive. Because it is, man. That little Goldie Box backpack dredge, that thing was like $575 just for the backpack dredge. I had to buy the pump and the hoses separately. I think I dropped like $800 on that backpack dredge. And then I'm getting 7 pieces of flour gold. So welcome to the empty pan. My name's Ken. That's what we're all about here. Sorry, I can't see the chat because the sun, and I gotta put my ugly mug in the face every time I tried to pull it up on my phone, but it says that I'm not live on my phone. So there's that. I'm expecting the sheriff to show up soon too. My neighbors up the road had some kid trying to break into their house. He sent me a text and said, "Do I know this kid?" And I said, "No, I don't know this kid." And he said, "Well, we're calling the sheriff." And I said, "All right, well, I'll be here all day waiting for him." So there's that. And this is a dead end. There's like my house, another house, and then the dead end. There's a gate, and on the other side of that is the house named after it. Is their house is up there, and I'm like their caretaker because they text me and like, "Hey, who's this?" I don't know. "Hey, can we get up the road? We're coming up from Atlanta." I don't know, dude. I don't live up there. The dad is beating up his sons in there. He doesn't like his sons. I'm surprised he hasn't seriously harmed his sons, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Ooh, something popped up. Oh, somebody's live. 315's live. I'm just going to keep running this. I'm sorry it's not exciting. There's not going to be much happening. And once again, there's not going to be much gold either because there's not like a test run to see to become familiar with the equipment and see if I could find gold down there. Because last time I found gold down there, that's dumping right into my sluice box. This would be the sweetest gold in the history of the empty pan. I found micro pieces. It was like 7 micro pieces the first time I went in 6 buckets of material. And then the next time I went 6 buckets of material again, and I found 3 pieces of micro material. So it's like my back in 6 buckets, 6 5-gallon buckets of material. Because I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So I bought that dredge. Jeez Louise, rooster. Bear with me. I'm gonna get some corn, throw it in there. Maybe it'll be quiet. Jimmy cracked corn. I'm doing a video over here. The guy keeps it down to a low, please. Where's the corn on the floor already? Don't have to keep birds. I apologize about that. Put that right there for now, so I can forget it later. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Rooster. You can tell the difference in the roosters too. That one was the dad. Now they moved the hummingbird feeder. No hummingbirds are going to come over either. That's the dad. What do you think of my tiny bubbles? I got my tiny bubbles going. 18. That was the son. I don't know if you could hear the difference in the crow. It's got a little higher pitched, a little softer of a crow. That was the call him the disco one because he's like white and black. He's like speckled white and black. The dad has a speckled white and black neck. Well, this is what I'm doing today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I apologize about not being able to read the chat. So my old laptop, by the way, it's a relic. It's a relic from the 2000s. It's the only live camera I have. I was thinking about getting one of those Insta 360s, but man, that like YouTube is a lot. Making content is a lot of money, man. I couldn't even tell you. The reason I started my YouTube channel was because see this plywood here? That's for my roof. My roof leaked during Hurricane Helene, and I had buckets set throughout my house for like a week, and it was just accumulating. I've had to tear the drywall out of my house. I've had to rip all the carpet out of my house, and the VA disability that I was on didn't pay anything. The FEMA didn't pay anything either. They denied my claim. I didn't have homeowners insurance because I can't afford homeowners insurance. So I started this channel to help Blue how hard it was to get monetized. I was like delusional to think that I was. God bless you. I can't believe it's like I think it's less than 3% of the millions and millions of YouTube channels that was a synchronized crow don't get monetized. So God bless you. My hat's off to you, Careless. And gold is where you find it. God bless you, man. What a beautiful day. They said it was going to rain today. They said it was, well, when I opened up my computer, it said it was going to rain in an hour. And so beautiful out. Beautiful out. Like, it's hot. Like, man, you should be where I am because it's not hot. It's lovely. It's probably 77 degrees right now. No wind, no rain. They said it was supposed to rain later. We'll see that. How's my bubbles looking? Hey, Lord Shadow. Because it's like way over here and the sun is reflecting off of it. I tried pulling it up on my phone, but it says that I'm not live. It says no views for running concentrates. The live that you all are watching, and I'm trying to click on it, and it won't let me click on it. If the phone was right here, then I could read y'all's chat. Hey, you don't know. Maybe I'm not live. Maybe I'm just imagining y'all's chat. Just imagining you guys are here with me today. Well, I really hope I find just a piece of sand-sized gold in this. Man, I'd go out there and kiss that rooster. There is an airport about 3 miles south of me, and there's a jet that's about to fly over. I'm over the flight path. This thing works good though, man. I don't even know if I should get a cleanup buddy. This thing works good. I wish there was gold in here. Like, I see a shiny piece, but I guarantee it ain't gold because the gold I found you don't see. You need a microscope for that. You know, I can't wait till you see gold. I hope you brought a magnifying glass. I'm not trying to be rude, but whew, it was a lot of work for a little gold. Well, going back to what I was saying before, I was just trying to dial in my equipment, trying to get more proficient. So if I ever do, or there's bigger and more plentiful gold, I should be able to know how my equipment runs. So, because this is just a growing learning experience, right? I mean, you all are on my journey with me of being the empty pan and hopefully not being the empty pan anymore. I mean, my channel name is always going to be the empty pan because that's how people are going to find me. But I would love to show you some. You guys ever see Gold Bay's videos? And he's got these specimens that he puts through the slicer, and he's got these. Oh, I don't want the gold. I just want to be able to find that and be like, look at this. Look at the stardust that I found, you know? Some of the specimens that Gold Bay has, too. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, ATC named his Dirt Russell. I've been trying to think of a name for it. I can't think of a name. I'm not that clever. I was infantry. They would hand off a brain between the Joes. And like, all right, you have the brain today. If anything goes wrong, it's your fault. And everybody would accumulate. How are we going to do this? Well, it doesn't matter because he's got the brain. Yeah, I just happen to be older, so I have a little bit more of a half a brain. There are carpenter ants all over this. I have a buddy that works in the produce department, and he brings me the rotten produce for my chickens. That's one reason that I'm able to save on feed, because he brings me a box. Like, there's a box. I'm not going to go get it, but there's a box of rotten woodchuck, and he comes up the porch, climbs up on this railing, and gets into the rotten produce box. I throw the carrots and the artichokes out for him. He doesn't like the artichokes. I don't like artichokes either unless it's in a dip. I'm glad you all are here with me. Oh, by the way, I broke 400 subscribers yesterday. Wow. I can't believe that. I cannot believe I broke 400 subscribers. And my subscribers count is fantastic. But the hard part is the watch hours. I'm sure Careless knows that. The watch hours are the toughest. Look, I've been going through that for like a half an hour now, and I haven't even got it down to the 2-gallon bucket. It was like probably about a half inch above the 2-gallon bucket mark. I haven't even got it down to the 2-bucket mark. I hope you guys are here for the long haul, because I'll stream this whole bucket. I got today off. All I got to do is feed them and go in there and pet the dog for a little bit. And I want to say again, I really appreciate you guys being here, liking my stuff and subscribing. And oh, by the way, I have Hello Kitty in here, and the pump is in Hello Kitty, and then the sluice box is going on the outside of my catch tray. Hello Kitty is inside of there. I call my catch tray Hello Kitty because it's a kitty litter tray, and I don't have a cat. Yeah, I'm used to those roosters. I don't even hear them anymore. And me, I would only have one rooster if I had better neighbors down the hill that way. I only need one. I keep three because they play their bass music late at night. So why not have a rooster crow firing off at 3 o'clock in the morning at them, you know? I don't care. I don't even hear them anymore. I drowned it out. I was doing what was it? Oh, the painting video where I painted that video right here. Tio was like, "What's that noise?" What noise? Oh, you mean that chicken? I didn't even hear it. And that's a crow. I feed the crows. I feed the deer. I feed the turkeys. That's all that is preserve area. It's state of North Carolina game area. Every morning I come out, deer run across my yard into that game area. I guess I scared that hummingbird off. He hasn't showed up since I moved the hummingbird here. I'd like to get one of those little handheld ones. Come right up. Eat right out of your hand. I'm sorry. I apologize about not looking at the chat. I can't see it, and then when I do look at it, you're all gonna look at my face going, mouth breathing, looking at the screen. But it is a lovely day out here. It's so wonderful to be alive. Like, these are the days you live for, right? Like this. Like, it is so beautiful out here. And these are concentrates that I got out of a creek in Otto, North Carolina. I'll tell you that much. Oh, it is. It's still at 2 gallons. 2 gallons of material. I dredged that from the creek. The video coming soon, actually. Everybody is releasing videos, and I don't want to step on anybody, and I want as many views as possible. But there's so many content creators out there, and everybody's releasing videos, and it's like, when do I get to release my video so I'm not stepping on anybody? Nobody's stepping on me. And I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm just trying to share my experience, my growth of going from the empty pan to actually finding gold, to being able to go out and dig a shovelful and pull up 3 or 4 pieces of gold instead of having 6 buckets of material and finding 3 pieces of flour gold, I don't even know if that makes any sense. I'm not doing this to get rich. That's for sure. Doing this to share, because I don't have anybody to share with. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. Everything I see is only for me, and it's like I want to share it with somebody else, and I don't have anybody but you guys, so I'm going to share my life with you guys. Oh, and I like it that way. I like it that way. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whomever I want. I don't have to answer to anybody except for my dog. Which is living the dream. Living the dream. People always ask me how you doing. I'm like, I am living the dream. Whose dream it is, I don't know. I'm living it. I'm just messing with you. I only got the rooster to talk to, so it's very hard to talk to a screen and not have anybody answer you back, you know? So you kind of go off on these tangents about weird stuff, and you're like, should I be talking about this? Hope people are even watching. Hey, Trouble One. What's happening, brother? I was hoping that you didn't go live this morning, so I didn't step on you. You know, I see more Trouble One pay dirt clean out reviews. I said in that video, every time you go to Trouble One's pay dirt, you know, and he's doing a live, he's panning out kinky. And the reason he's panning out kinky is because it's the same bag of kinky that it's been the whole time. It's taken that long to do that 1.25 gram kinky bag. He's still on the same bag. I'm just joking. That's why I cut that part out. You're a better panner than me, my friend. I do want to get one of those cleanup buddies, though, and like see if I'm losing gold out of this. I turned the flow rate down so I didn't push as much out. Well, I mean, without anybody showing you or telling you, and then you contact these people and be like, hey, what gallons per hour should I use and what pitch? And nobody's tight-lipped. Got my bubbles going. I'm going to put some more jet dry in there because the jet dry fell out. Like, it just stopped working. I was having gold float. I know gold float because it's like hydro allergic or whatever that word is. I don't know. Troubled One knows what that word is. But that was crazy. It was inside that air bubble, just floating on the inside of an air bubble. Flower gold. And I had jet dry in there. And this is jet dry. No, this is a hummingbird feeder. It's just leaky. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate y'all. Pretty much the reason I went live is because, like, I need a lot of hours. I need a lot of watch time. There's no way I'm going to get it just by doing videos. I should be working on my roof right now. I got 4 sheets of plywood and 7 rolls of ice and water shield over there. They say it's got like a 3-month, a 90-day UV resistant. Well, what's been on my back has been up there since December. So that's what? January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 months of UV, direct UV. It's black too, so that's like cooking my house. My air conditioner can't keep up because it's black on my roof, and it's like just straight on plywood. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I ice and water shield the whole thing. I don't care. In 20 years, when somebody else has to redo that roof, it ain't gonna be me. So I really don't care. I think I have pay dirt a playlist. I think I have pay dirt and special finds and coins, silver coins, prospecting playlist. Yeah, I don't even know if anybody's watching my stuff, so I just, when I go to like create a video, I just keep all the settings the same, so they all wind up in the same playlist. I think it's prospecting. I would love to find like 1 piece of sand-sized gold in this. Oh man, you're gonna see me do the gold dance again. We golden. We golden. I had a voice conference call with the VA doctor the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, you put for chest X-rays." I'm like, "Yeah, great." And she was like, These are going to happen once a year till you're 80. I was like, no. No, it's not. If she wanted to look at my lungs, that's fine. I told her she was wasting her time looking at my lungs because it's not my lungs that's the problem. But they are a problem. But that's the problem that I brought to her. It's medical. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. I apologize. But that's what you get for being a combat infantry buddy. Yes, I was in combat. They shot at me. I shot back. I'll tell you the story. We were walking down this grape row. They have these piles of dirt, and they plant grapes at the bottom, and then the grapes grow up, and then they have one on the backside. So it's called grape rows, and they flood the grape rows, the river. I was in this place called the Arghandab River Valley, so they open like little floodplains. And so, anyways, they flood the grape rows. The grapes were awesome. I grabbed a big handful while I was on patrol. It was like, ow. Which I found out they were filled with fecal material later. But that's neither here nor there. We're walking down this one grape row, and all the grape rows were like the length grape row and then the side grape row. And I was on point because I did this thing called the Wolfhound. It is the metal detecting ground penetrating radar. I looked for the IEDs, but that thing beeped so much. It's like Morse code that I just let the battery die, and I faked it. I let the battery die in the first month or two, and then I mimicked it. They're like, find anything, Kidler? No, not finding nothing. But anyways, I had 10 Afghan National Army soldiers in front of me because we would let them walk in front of you in case anybody stepped on an IED. It was going to be them first, and then we might step on one if they didn't step on one first. So anyways, I heard something. Something flew over my head, and I was like, what in the heck was that? You know? And the Afghans, they just started shooting. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, hey, I think they're shooting at us. And as I turned around, I see all my buddies are down on the ground. They got their heads ducked down. They're like, we're taking fire, and they're ducking down. And I'm like, maybe I should kneel down too. So I kneeled down in a grape row, and I was sitting there, waiting for orders from the LT. My platoon sergeant came running past me. The LT came running past me. This one guy named Thacker, he came up behind me. He was standing on the grape row behind me, and I was like standing like this. I was providing security for the East, and I was like standing there, and he saw somebody. He was standing on top of the grape row, and I was standing in the grape row down in the bottom, and he just started shooting. Boom, boom, boom. I look up, and his muzzle was right here. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my God, my ears. Blew my eardrums out, and like I can't hear out of this ear too good. So I'm always like, what? Huh? But then we all got online. We started returning fire at them. They were on the other side of the river. They were shooting at us. We called up that we were TIC troops in contact. And they're like, you guys aren't supposed to be in contact. The sky is black right now, meaning that we had no air above us. They couldn't send a gunship out to like cover us. They couldn't send an A-10 out. They couldn't send anything. So we had to like just place. We had to lock down in place and wait for the sky to change from red to black, whatever it was. I don't even remember. So we just stood in the grape rows for about 10, 15 minutes. They were shooting at us. We were shooting back at them. And then they were like, all right, you're good to exfil. There was only like 2 or 3 of them. But it was exciting. Me and my buddy were knocking knuckles because we were gonna get medals for being in combat and stuff. So that was cool. But I got to like do a lot of stuff, man. And I fired this thing called APOP, anti-personnel obstacle breacher. It's a rocket that's got a line charge on it. You fire the rocket and just pull the thing, and I got video of it. And then it lands out there, and the line charge, boom, 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 boom. And you're trying to get a sympathetic detonation. Fired the Mark 19 grenade launcher. That was my deal. That was my jam because I was in weapons crew. I was the driver of the 2-4 strike, the Mark 19 grenade launcher on the top. But that was my jam, you know. Mark 19 grenade launcher. Good times firing that puppy off. I'm sorry. I'm going to change the subject. Y'all don't want to hear about combat army stuff. But how much do I got going here? Okay, I'm down to 1.5 gallons. And as I said before, these are concentrates that I got out of a river down in Otto, North, where No Tell'em Creek is. And I have found gold in there before. Although being it really small gold, it was gold. Oh, and it was bright too. Like, I've done pay dirts before and I've seen gold and I know what gold looks like. But those little pieces of flour gold that I found down there at No Tell'em, they were yellow. They were really, really yellow. I think it's got to do with the purity of the North Carolina gold. Whether that be true or not, I don't know. You'll have to ask a metallurgist about that. I apologize for not reading the chat, but I can't see it from there. Thank you guys for being here. Trouble One, Joseph. I don't know if anybody else is still here. Careless, Dorothy. I appreciate you guys. I was thinking about going to Thermal City for the 4th of July. I don't think I can swing it, though. I'm only going to be able to get the Thursday before the 4th of July off and the 4th of July off. And I will have to leave Thermal City basically when everybody's getting there. So it's like I'm going to spend $500 to get to Thermal City to leave before everybody gets there. So, I mean, although it would be great and I would love to meet everybody, PA and Jason R and John R, I mean, whoever else is going to be there, I don't think I'm going to be able to swing it. It's just, I got responsibilities and I can't shirk my responsibilities. So I got a giant dog in there who's needy. I got these chickens. I can't just leave them. I would love to. I can't. I'm going to probably text Aqua later today and say I can't make it. And I'll email PA Prospector and be like, I just can't swing it, man. It's not in the cards for me. Maybe after I find out what's going on with my business, I can, but we're just playing it by ear. We can't afford to be closed. I saw another vape store that opened in town. It's across the street from another vape store. When I went down south to Otto, there's another vape store. So that's like 12 vape stores in town. State of North Carolina just passed a law that you're only going to be allowed to sell 5 or 6 different lines of juice. So everybody in town is going to have the same exact lines of juice. The only difference is going to be price, and it's going to be who can sell it the cheapest. And that's not going to be me because I'm not a big store chain. I'm just me and my buddy. And it's not looking good. So I don't know what's going to... Just, I got things I got to do before I can go prospecting for gold on a vacation, you know? It is what it is. Yes, I own a vape store / smoke shop. Me and my buddy. I work 2 days, he works 2 days. It's 50-50. But it's hard because there's only 2 of us. We don't have any employees. Because we can't afford employees. Wire now. I don't know if you saw him. I'm trying to be quiet and not move so the hummingbird comes in. He's on the wire. Yeah, he's on the wire. Looks like a male. He's still up there. He wants to come in for a drink. Yeah. I need to get a new hummingbird feeder, and I need to get more hummingbird feeders. I want to get a sprinkler for them. They like taking baths. I was thinking about getting a webcam and just putting it on the hummingbird feeder, but there's this lady in California. She's got those swallowtail hummingbirds. It's chilling. I got that one, and he chases all the rest of them away. So these are concentrates from No Tellin Creek, a place where I found probably 10 pieces of gold total. A small gold. I moved 12 buckets of material and I found 10 pieces of gold. Hi, Dimmy. How are you? Good morning. Find some gold. You're on the wrong channel. We only get reality around here. Only what we find in the creek, not what I pull out of my pocket. So that helps the videos to get views. Like keeping it real, man. If you don't like the fact that I don't find gold, there's plenty of channels out there that find gold right on the surface. Just picking 0.1 grams nuggets right off the top of the surface of the sand, the white sand on the beach. So I've seen a couple of those channels. People are salting their stuff. There's this one lady. That's why I went to that one waterfall. She said that there was gold up there. She found a nugget. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." I was like, "But I gotta check it out." And I was right. There was no gold up there. She totally salted that video, and I was up there for 3 hours looking for gold, and then I turned that into a 15. I can't believe she would salt her video. I knew it. I knew she was lying. I had to cut all that out of the video because who wants to see that, you know? Not an angry, grumpy veteran who doesn't find nothing. But I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. Yeah, I was looking forward to going to Thermal City too. Would have been a good time. I just can't see it. I got a piece of sand in my eye. Oh, good times. Oh yeah, when I was at the VA too, I said, "Hey, I really need to have my eyes checked." All right, the first time we can get you in is December. All right. Wait, isn't it June? Yes, the first appointment we have is December 18th at 1 o'clock. Wait, do what now? You're 8 months out? You're 6 months out? For Your eyes? Crazy. The care the veterans get. Somebody up there yelling. I hope it's the. Yeah, the guy sent a video. The kid's walking up to the gate and he touches the gate and the alarm goes off. He's probably like a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid. But that doesn't make me feel good about leaving my house as a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid is walking around the neighborhood going through gates. Because I got a 150-pound dog in there that will shred him. A video where he's playing with me. I don't even know if I can find it. Yeah, I don't even know if I kept. It was crazy. He was like seriously attacking me. There's no way I'm gonna be able to find it. Thought I uploaded it. It doesn't matter. But he's a beast. He's 140 pounds of muscle, man. He drags me off of this deck right here. I have to literally, if you see a bruise on me, it's from him because he's pulling me off. I got a horse lead that I put him on, and he's something else, man. Y'all don't realize he when I first got him, I came home from work. He threw his front paws over my shoulders. We were eye to eye looking at each other. I was like, boy, I hope we are friends, man. I hope that you like me. I was very worried there for a second. He's a big dog. He's a beast. If that kid busts into my house, man. He's a big dog. He's a big. He's not. I call him my puppy, but and that was when he was small. That was when I first got him. He probably weighed about 110 then, 100, around 100, 105, 110. Now he's up. He had fleas, he had ticks, he had worms. They neutered him, and when I got him, the stitch was busted open, so he had a hole in his sack that I had to put a butterfly on. And this is a 110-pound dog, and I'm playing with his nut sack that just got cut open. You know, it's like I don't know if he's gonna. But some kid running around the neighborhood is not wise. I don't take him out without the leash on though, because I can't trust him. That was one of the other reasons why I can't go to Thermal City. Because of the big dog. Hey, Gator. I'm skipping. I'm sorry, brother. It's because of my internet. I am on the end of a line. I am in the middle of nowhere. Thanks for skipping, man. Thank you for the 5 people that are here, though. Move my camera around. Move my camera around. It's a laptop. I'm getting 4 bars. Maybe I'll move my router closer to the. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move it without unplugging it, so I apologize. I don't know. It's because I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm on the end of the line. These lines are like from the 70s. They're trying to put fiber optics in, but they stopped at the pole over there coming back. And I'm like, why'd you stop at that pole? There's another pole. Because, like, all that 70s phone wire is under the yard right there. It's like, you're going to put fiber optic to the pole and then go 70s phone cable from the pole to my house. Like, where's the science in that, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'll just end the stream. Am I still skipping? If I'm still skipping, I'm just going to end the stream. Let me know, Gator. If I'm still skipping, I'm just going to end the stream. If you say I'm skipping, I'm just going to end the stream, Gator. So let me know if I'm skipping. You all don't want to sit here watching me skip. You can hear me, so it's good. Live. I actually, my neighbor this way, he has Starlink, and he gave me the password. So I pirate Starlink off of him, but it's not going to go through my house. I was going to stream on the backside of my house so I could pirate his Starlink and stream and not freeze. But he's there today, and I don't want him to hear me talking to you thinking I'm talking to myself. I have been known to talk to myself before. And I still got this stuff's heavy too. I can't even see it. Fudge. About a gallon and a half still. I almost dropped that whole thing on my foot. It's always an adventure with me. Thank you all for being here today. I got a couple bags of pay dirt in there to do, but I already have a video uploaded of getting this out of the river, and that was a lot of work. And I'm probably going to get 100 views. So I don't know how many more times I'm going to go down there and look for 7 pieces of gold that's the size of a piece of flour. Like, when I say flour, I mean what they make bread out of. The flour, you know, poof, it's flying in the air. It's so light and so small. That's what I'm talking about. You can't even see. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, so much earth moved for so little gold. It's not for the gold. It's for a video. And I'm getting 100 views per video. So like I said, nobody tells you how much work is involved in a YouTube channel. They're like, yeah, just do it. The best way to get out there and get yourself monetized is get out there and start doing it. Just make videos and start doing it. Yeah. 500 for the camera, 500 for the sluice box, 500 for the dredge, 500 for the pans, 500 for the other camera, £5, some $500 for going to Thermal City. Dude, I could have did my roof already with all the money I spent. It's just that I'm old and I hurt my knee. Not my damaged knee is this one. It's actually my ankle from the army, damaged ankle from the army. This is the one that hurt doing my roof. So it's like I don't want to get up there anymore. I don't have anybody to help me. I'm sorry, I'm complaining. I'm probably just going to end the stream. I'm working out the way I wanted it to work out. Turn into a complaint fest. I just want to find some gold. Which I'm not going to. It's hard to sit there and talk to yourself for an hour. Like this is going to take a long time. These are concentrates that I got down at No Tellum Creek in Otto. Otto is a town that is right on the border of North Carolina and North Georgia. If you keep going south through Otto, you'll go into Georgia. You'll be in Rabun County, Georgia. There's a big town there, big city there called Clayton, Georgia. And just below that, there's this place called Tallulah Falls. Tallulah Falls is amazing. That is where they filmed the movie Deliverance. The big gorge there. I drove through it when I went to Gator's house. Surprised that hummingbird didn't come back. Probably came up and was like, whoa, what's the person doing there? I'm out. It is relaxing though, just hearing that water. Hey, Steven. Take care, Lord Shadow. Good having you here, brother. Hey, Fly Guy, what's up, brother? Just running some cons here. I got these from No Tellum Creek down in Otto, North Carolina. I am expecting 7 pieces of flour gold in this 5-gallon bucket. So we be getting rich. We're rich. It was a good day. I went down there and used my Goldie Box dredge. The videos be out soon. Just waiting. Give it some chill time. There's this thing on YouTube you're supposed to do is you don't immediately upload your video. You let it sit in your queue on private. So that way the algorithm. So it's sitting chilling on queue. Hopefully the algorithm will put it in somebody's hands who knows how to use it. Man, that would be nice if that was a piece of gold right there. Man, that looks yellow. I'm going to go get my visor real quick. This is my magnifying visor. These are working for on my watch. I use these to work on my watch. They have a LED light, right? And then it has 4 different sets of lenses. This is the second pair, 2.5 times magnification. These are my favorite ones that I use. I've used them so much that I broke them. I use like the 10x ones to work on my watches because Yeah, nah, that's nah. I mean, there's material in there, but I don't see any gold. I wouldn't see any gold though, because like I said, it's flour gold. But that, man, there's a piece that's right there. I don't know if this will work. Probably not. In the water. So it's in screen. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna go right in the water. Right there. In this riffle. I don't know if you can see it. But that would be fantastic if that was a piece of gold. Yeah. Okay, don't need those no more. I got it. But it would be good. Yeah, I dug that hole down. 2.5 feet. 2 feet. In the creek. I just wanted to go down and down and down and down. I wanted to get to the bottom of the plunge pool, as Dustin Hurd would say. Trying to get that gold down there. And Dustin, if you're here, man, get out of the creek, man. You got to get hard rock, dude. The gold came from somewhere, and it ain't the bottom of the creek. Easy. Here, Carlos. We'll go up there and mine it out. And that's the next step for me. Just going. It's like, there's no gold here, man. Yes, there's gold east of me in Thermal City, Vane Mountain, whatever the other place over there, Morgantown. Like that's quite a distance away from me. I can't be driving over there just to go prospect for some gold. And then I heard that there's gold in Blowers to Brasstown on private property. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I think I need to pick another hobby like pinochle or mahjong or something. Oh, I hear him. He came flying in real quick. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna drink from this while I'm standing here. He's like, holy crap, that's an ugly person. No, stranger things have happened. I guess it's time to check the cat. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you, Gator. Those that can't do teach, right? Got nice bubbles going here. Yeah, I don't even know if this I'm trying to catch her. I kind of think it is. That's why I was thinking about the cleanup buddy, sluice buddy, whatever it's called. Be some mica in there. Because there's like two gallons. It's still right under a gallon and a half. Still a gallon and a half into it. That would take me 3 years to pan out. I hope you all have a wonderful day today. That rooster is. It's working good though, man. I can see percent all the way down, so it looks good to me. Yeah, I see stuff trapped in it. And that one's rolling. I can see churning. That's what it's designed for or not? I think that's the same mat that is in a gold cube. But I'm not positive because I don't have a gold cube. I wish I had a gold cube. I should have bought a gold cube. But I'm not dredging the Alaska seabed, so I mean I don't need a gold cube. I probably don't even need this. Hey, could you stop crowing for 5 minutes, please? Yeah, I'm talking to you. You too. I guess not. Rooster gonna do what a rooster gonna do. Apologize about all the chicken sounds. Yeah. You want to see the roosters? Roosters want camera time? That one is not the dad. Those two that are in the corner right there are the son. The red crop way in the distance. I have a clear roof on that chicken coop. I had to put a tarp over it because they were cooking in there. But I got tomatoes in front of it and strawberries for rotten produce. That wheelbarrow has strawberries in it right there. I don't know if you can see that big strawberry right at the tip of the wheelbarrow. And then all my other stuff is down on the deck, on the other deck. I mostly have strawberries. I've got a couple avocado trees, lemon tree. I got some onions that have been growing over there for like 3 years. Took it easy on the garden this year because he just destroys it, man. I think I've eaten one strawberry all year because he gets them. He's out here gardening more than I'm gardening, and I got peach trees, pear trees, apple trees, no fruit whatsoever. I guess the squirrels came by and just knocked all the fruit off of it. The one peach tree had about 500 peaches on it one day. Came back the next day, had 5 on. Like all the peaches had just, dude, that's really loud, man. All the peaches just fell off. All the apples fell off. The pears, they haven't done anything. The apricot tree is growing. It didn't do any flowers. It's only 2 years old, so I brought it in last winter and kept it inside. This year, I'm probably going to put it in the ground for winter so it can accumulate to the area. But it hasn't flowered. It hasn't done anything. Years old, but I would have expected some apricot flowers or something. Cherry trees, they get blasted here by the Japanese beetles, so I don't even try to plant cherry trees. No, I mean, I tried, but they got devoured by Japanese beetles or whatever they're called, those little iridescent green beetles. The problem, they destroyed a lot of stuff. They destroyed all the chestnuts here. Do have lots of walnuts here, though. I was going to buy maple tree sappers. They're like the sap dispensers, and do it for walnut, because walnut syrup is even more expensive than maple syrup. Maple syrup is like 30 to 1. It takes 30 gallons of maple sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup, but it takes 50 gallons of walnut juice to make 1 gallon of walnut syrup. So it's a lot more expensive, more time, and it's better. They said people say walnut syrup is fire. I've never had it though, but I've got so many walnut trees. I was thinking about doing it, but I don't trust my neighbors. I'm gonna come home and they're gonna be peeing in my sap collector. So it is what it is. Just a little tip from your Uncle Ken. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if Careless, you're still here, congratulations on getting my incredible. So incredible. Congratulations. You guys deserve it. I mean, it takes a lot of time, effort, dedication, and my hat, once again, is off to you guys. I hope there's gold in here. Not for the fact that I'm greedy and I want to see gold, but for the fact that I want to show you guys some gold. You know, I'm a gold prospecting channel. It doesn't find gold. Go figure. You like the chicken sounds? At 5 o'clock in the morning, all three of them are chiming up. Yeah, it would be so nice to find gold. Man, this stuff, this is taking forever. It's right there. It's still at 1.5 gallons. It was at 2 gallons when I started. There's the 2 gallon mark. It's now down to here, 1.5 gallons. So, how long I've been live? 1 hour and 18 minutes. So, wow, Ben Fork, no kidding. Wow. Congratulations, Ben Fork. That's crazy. 5K subscriptions. Wow. I couldn't even imagine. I just broke 400 yesterday. And I think I have 401, possibly. Maybe still. I haven't checked this since I've gone live. I'm probably down to 400 now. It's funny, man. I check and I go, oh, I'm at 390, and then a day later I'll come back and be like 389. Like, what happened? I didn't even release a video. How did somebody unsubscribe me? But it is what it is. It's a lot of hard work being a content creator. Oh, he just came in again. All right, I gotta be quiet. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's on the bottom wire. I hope he comes in so you guys can see him. Yeah, he's still sitting there. There are plenty of flowers around here for him to go. I learned something about hummingbirds yesterday. bees don't like red flowers. They like yellow flowers. So that's why hummingbirds go towards red feeders because they know that no bees are going to be next to a red flower. They're only going to be next to a yellow flower. I didn't know that. That was crazy. Because I'd like to attract more hummingbirds. And you got that one. And he's territorial. There is a female, but I think she sits on the nest most of the time. We golden, we golden. Thank you all for coming to my live stream. I really appreciate y'all. All 5 of you. Yeah, the chickens are a lot of work. They're a pain in the butt, actually. There's so many of them that there wasn't enough spot to roost, so I had to make more roosting spots. We used to have this one that was a brooder, so she would sit on all the eggs, and you could have new chickens all the time. I think a fox got her. And my chickens came up from the farmers over there. She found her way up. Farmer came up, was like, "Hey, can I have my chicken back?" I was like, "If you can catch her, you can have her." I didn't steal her. She came up with her own volition. I can see that this jet dry dropping out again. Bubbles are starting to go down. I didn't know that jet dry would lose its effectiveness after a while. I want to throw some more in there. I don't want any gold to be floating away. No more light gold floating away. There's when she just laid an egg. Yeah, I'll say it again. This is from No Tell'em Creek in Otto, North Carolina. Very, very small gold in Tell'em Creek in Otto. The reason I'm saying it like that instead of like Otto, is that's because that's the way they say it. Otto. I live down in Otto. All right, cool. And I'm like, oh, you live in Otto? No. Oh, I live in Otto. Right on. So my friend Kayla's down there. She's this nice lady. She brings toys for my dog, and she's the one who gave me the horse lead for my dogs. She brought like 4 of them for me because I told her that he's a beast and he drags me around the yard. Which I mean, for a dog that's pulling you around the yard probably isn't a good idea, but I mean, it gives me a little time to prepare because then he starts taking off and I could be like, no. There went all the gold. All of it just went out of my box. I'm sure of it. The shovel just slid all the way down the sluice and just made all the gold go. Brr, 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 brr. The dirt isn't going into my catch tray that's down in here, but it's building up. I might have to pull it out and get all that material out of the bottom of the pan because it's like 3 inches of material. And it's not going into the catch tray though, so. Cockle-doodle-doo. Yeah, the higher pitched one is the children. Well, two. The higher pitched two are the sons of the father of the rooster, father rooster, the dad rooster, and he hates his sons. I don't blame him either. I was going to replace him with one of the sons, but if anything, I'd probably just get rid of the sons. I mean, the one is cool, but only cool looking. And thank you, Stephen. It's a gutter sluice. It's called the Martin sluice. I got it off of eBay probably about 10 years ago. It came with a hose and like a hose turn on, turn off valve. But I had this hose already on that pump. So I just hooked my pump that I had to it. I think I maybe used it one time. And that was like an experiment that I did on some play sand to see if I could find some gold in a bag of play sand that's up at Lowe's. And by the way, I didn't find any. Don't know if it. But yeah, I think they still sell them. They're like $75 for just the sluice. I looked it up a couple months back, and they did still sell them though. Of course, I had to take their sticker off. Well, the sticker got wet and it fell off. It disintegrated. So I put one of my stickers on there to cover it up. But too good. But hey, c'est la vie, c'est la guerre. No. And like I said before, pretty sure that the matting in it is the same matting that's in a gold cube. Don't quote me on that, but I think that it is. It is catching the material though. I can see the material caught in the grooves. These are my watch working on lenses. No, but they're super small. Yeah, there's material in it. I mean, I'm not seeing any gold flakes like you would see on somebody else's channel. But there's like a piece of mica there, mica down here. Oh, I did notice when I was this that there was kyanite in it. It was like it wasn't really good looking kyanite, but it was chunks of kyanite. Kyanite's like a blue mica. And in this area, it's really high density of kyanite. I got a piece of kyanite, it's probably bigger than my thumb. I got it at one of the gem mines. When my mom comes up from Florida, she likes to do things, you know, so I like to take her to the gem mine. We go to this one called, it's been sold and bought by new people since my mom has been here and since the last time I was there. But it was called the Rose Creek Mine. And basically they got like the water flume, and You sit down at the flume and you wash your rocks off. Like you walk across a bridge on the other side of the flume and you go to like a mine. Basically, it looks like my chicken coop and it's filled with dirt. They backfill it with, and it falls down, and then you walk over and you dig it out like you're digging out of the mine. Uh, it's just a touristy thing that I like to take my mom to. If I find anything, I'll slip them into her bucket when she's not looking, so she gets a better experience, you know, because I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for my mom. And but she hasn't been up in a while, and I haven't been to the Rose Creek mine in quite a while. And like I said, it's had sold since the last time I was there, and it's new owners. I don't even know if it's the same. I don't even know if we are going to go do some mines because there are this Rose Creek mine's like 2 miles that way. Sheffield mine about 3 miles that way. Cherokee mine about 2 miles that way. Mason Mountain mine about a mile that way. I'm surrounded by gem mines, ruby mines. It's called corundum. It's the next hardest material next to diamonds. It was diamond, corundum, and then the rest of them. But corundum is the name, the geological name for the mineral, and it's rubies and sapphire. Any corundum that is red is ruby. Any corundum of a different color is sapphire. So it's the next hardest thing next to diamond. So when it's rolling down a creek, it doesn't get wore away down to nothing like garnets. Complaining about garnet sand. There's garnets here too. Garnet isn't as hard as the corundum, and the corundum will actually grind the garnets down in the sandpaper. Nothing except diamond will grind the rubies down in the river. So the rubies just flowing down the river, unless a big rock like crushes it, then a rock could crush it, you know. But just normal wear and erosion going down the river, it doesn't happen. That's why there's so many rubies here, because they've been here for millions of years, and they'll still be here for millions of years after we're gone. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the ruby mines one of these days. I want to do the when I did the Franklin town of Franklin videos. Those were called my front yard videos because I can drive. That's in my front yard. And I'm going to do all the my backyard videos of going around to all the different mines, and it costs money. It's not free to go to these mines, so I'm going to be spending $40 for 2 buckets of dirt and do the exact same thing I'm doing here. But instead of looking for gold, I'm looking for rubies and kyanite and garnets and sapphires, moonstone, quartz, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you remember from my front yard video where I was in the jail and I was talking about Cowie. There's a town that's north of Franklin called Cowie, and that's where all the gem mines are. That's where we are. This is Cowie right here. Matter of fact, the Cowie Mound is not far from here. If I had a pistol on me, and I do, I could shoot the Cowie Mound from here. And it is it's an ancient Mississippian mound like a Nickawasi that is in downtown Franklin. But this one is called Cowie. And Cowie, or Toe Cowie, means Deer Clan place. This is the ancestral home of the Cherokee Nation, Deer Clan. This is Deer Clan place. So anytime you see me seeing a deer or filming a deer or talking about a deer or cowie or ahwi, ahwi is Cherokee for deer. When I was out there in the creek and I got frightened, I was frightened because of the deer lady. There's an ancient Cherokee legend of the deer lady, and I totally respect the Cherokee culture and heritage, and I'm not messing with none of that shit. Excuse my language. But this is Cowie. This is Deer Clan place. This is Deer Clan place. This was all Cherokee ancestral land. Deer Clan, Cowie. The Deer Clan were the fastest runners and the diplomats. They they were protectors of wildlife and protectors of nature. And the Cowie Mound is right on the other side of that hill right there. If you go on Wikipedia and you look up Cowie, it's going to say that it means something like pig's ear or pig fat or something like that. That's not what it means. Cowie was named before Europeans settled here. Picture of Cowie on a map from 1544. It says that this was called Cowie. They say in Wikipedia says it's called pig fat or pig ear or something like that. No. Europeans brought pigs with them. This was named Cowie before them. The name for deer in Cherokee is Ahui. Ahui. Cowie. Cowie. Ahui. Cowie. Ahui. Cowie. Deer Clan place. So don't believe what Wikipedia tells you. They don't want you to know where your ancestral home is. This is your ancestral home. All you Cherokees that are living in Oklahoma, you were driven from here. The next town west is called Tellico. If you're Cherokee, you should know what Tellico means. So this is your ancestral home. The land trust of the Little Tennessee River, Cherokee, own the Cowie Mound again, but nobody lives there. It's always a learning experience when you're with me. Deer Town, yeah. Yep. Deer Town. Yeah, Fly Guy knows. But it's lovely here. So beautiful. Matter of fact, I had 3 deer in my land this morning, right there. They ran across the road and they went into the nature preserve, the game land this morning. My dog almost dragged me into the game land. Thank you for the people that are here. I really appreciate you coming. These are concentrates that I got from No Tell'em Creek down in Otto. I probably got, I'm probably close to a gallon. It's hard to tell when it's sitting in a bucket like that. Let me throw some water in. It'll flatten out. Okay, I just threw some water in there just so I can shake it and level it out. Watch me drop this again. Okay. Yeah, it's running. We're going to keep trekking along. Make sure my tailings aren't going into my pan. Yeah, I think I'm going to empty this into my pan. I'm going to change the water out. Man, should I do that? That's going to be... Nah, I'm not going to do that. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep running it. I'm not expecting 5 million pieces of gold, so I'm not worried about gold blasting out of my sluice box. I'll be lucky if I find 5 pieces of gold. Oh, and I have kept all of the gold that I found in Kay's Creek into my one snuffer bottle, except for the first 7 pieces that I found. I don't even know where it went. I must have put it someplace else. It's probably in my backpack in my truck. I thought I had it in the house, though. It is what it is. Just know that I got 1, 2, 3. I got 6 pieces of gold in that bottle. Smaller than a piece of sand. About the size of a piece of dust. What I like to affectionately call fly poop. Yeah, it looks like my bubbles are going down. I'm going to put some more jet dry in there. I don't trust this thing. Before I had a big pile of bubbles. Now the bubbles are disappearing. If you saw my kinky bag pay dirt clean out, you'll know that gold was floating after about 3 hours of panning. Somehow, after the panning action of panning for 3 hours, the jet dry stopped being a surfactant and just fell out. Like there was no bubbles. Like it was just dirty water. I don't know what happened to it. I've never seen that happen before. But then again, I never panned a pan for 7 hours before, you know? That was crazy. Panning the same pan for 7 hours. And if you think you're a good gold panner, go ahead. Contact Creed at Alaska Nine Finger Mining. Contact Chris at Trouble One Painter. And get you a bag of some kinky. I dare you. I dare you to try and clean a bag of that stuff out. I double dog dare you to clean that out. That stuff was like made to be difficult. There was tungsten in it. Hey, there ain't no neighbors. There's nowhere to park. It's game land, but there's nowhere to park. You park on my... It's all good, though. I just want to find gold, brother. These are concentrates that I got from Otome Creek in October. Just letting you guys know that, so you guys don't say, what are we paying? This is not a pay dirt. There's not any gold added to it. This is dirt from a creek. And there wasn't very much gold in the creek. I did find gold there, but not a lot of it. So yeah, the dirt's not going. Dirt's not going into the catch tray, so that's good. There's not much room on the outside of the catch tray, but I've already put like, a gallon of concentrates through here. That big rooster's name is chicken parmesan. My neighbor's going to drive by, so I'm going to tilt this down real quick. Alrighty. I guess I scared that hummingbird off. He doesn't want to come while I'm panning for gold right in front of his favorite restaurant. I hope this is working good. Yeah, like I said, I don't see any gold, but I'm not going to see gold at this level anyway. No kinky? Yeah, that kinky was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. It stretched my pan limits to their abilities to the limits. It really stretched my panning ability to the limits, if I can spit that out. This I'm not creating bubbles no more. Take some of that. Kind of looks like the flow rate is going down a little bit too. Well, that was not good. That's definitely not good. If there was gold in there, there ain't now. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I love these little spoons, man. Little shovel spoons. B&B just got a silver one. I think it's pretty cool, man. Oh, by the way, B&B is having a birthday bash. Go over to B&B Pay Dirt Prospecting website or page and go see his birthday bash comment video. Comment birthday bash on to get in some of those prizes. And then Ozark Buck is having a giveaway, a fundraiser giveaway for Operation Four Paws. And there are so much prizes in that. That is ridiculous. You need to go over to Ozark Buck's page, find out his email address, email him you want 3 spots, because I donated a half a gram of gold, Ozark Buck half a gram of gold, B&B half a gram, I think, Culver, I think he did a full gram bag. I'm not sure, but there's got to be over 5 or 6 grams of gold that are going to be given away as the fundraiser for Operation Four Paws. And Operation Four Paws, there's a nonprofit ordinary veteran military people who are deployed, and they also do rescues, and it's nonprofit, so they don't get like a lot of money into the thing for making sales and everything. So go over there if you want to just donate to them directly. They have a PayPal, they have a Venmo. You could just donate to them directly. But if you want to get involved in the prizes for the giveaway, you have to go to Ozark Buck and email him. It's $10 a spot. There's only 3 spots, and you can only win once. So even though you got 3 spots, if you win one of the prizes, if your name's pulled again, you are not winning the second prize. So it's only going to be one prize per person. You're allowed 3 entries at $10 a spot. Um, Bob is like the co-pilot on this. So if you need any information, you can go over to B&B Pay Dirt's page and contact him. Contact Ozark Buck directly if you want any more information. But yeah, what a great cause. Uh, I donated some merch and some channel swag, some stickers and nonsense, whatnot. Should be a great giveaway. I can't wait. I'm really excited for it. Apparently, Ozark Buck has already raised $500. But you're only allowed to get 3 spots. So I would go get spots quick. Yeah, the bubbles are picking back up now. We're back into the bubble production. Bubble production. I just dropped my shovel. There it is. All right. A lot of shovels. He doesn't have a shovel anymore. Yeah, definitely, Dorothy. Definitely an awesome cause. I I was glad that there was an Operation Four Paws sticker in there because I, I I wanted to have one. That's like a collector's edition. Not that anybody else's isn't, but that's going to be hard for me to get because it's like the prospector, pater channels are like swapping stickers with me. So, oh, and Silverstone, Littlefoot. I did get one from Dirt Devil Detecting also, so the metal detector, which I'm into all that. I got a metal detector. I got the AT Max. Yeah, I got an AT Max in there. I got I'm a silver stacker too because I got a bunch of silver in there. I just bought that 250 commemorative 1 ounce silver round from the mint, the 250 anniversary, birthday, whatever coin. And allegedly only like less than 80,000 of them got sold. So if only 80,000 of them got sold, that thing's probably worth a couple $100. I had to pay 3 times face value for it, but it is what it is. I hope you're having a wonderful day, though. In fact, I'm gonna text my mama right now and tell her that I love her. Bam, bam. I just texted my mama. I love you. I love you, mama, because I love my mama. It probably won't go through. Yeah, this takes a long time to do, 1 spoonful at a time. And anybody who's out there waiting for me to find piles and piles and mounds of gold. It's not going to happen. These are concentrates from a creek that had very, very small gold. I dug 6 buckets of these, 6 5-gallon buckets, and I found 6 buckets of dirt, 7 pieces of gold. So one bucket had doubled up. So if you guys are looking to see what Rooster started doing their little alert curl real quick. Going by. Yeah, hawk. So I hope there's gold in here. Probably not, but I hope there is. Yeah, this tray is starting to get filled up with material. It is going to be heavy when I go to move this thing. I think I'm just going to turn the pump on and like face it off that way. Just shoot all the water out. Just take the sluice out. Face it that way. Oh yeah, Bear did. Yeah, Bear's a good guy too. Yeah, I think A3 did. Buck did. I did. Culver did. Bob did. A3 did. Bear did. James at Dragon, Golden Dragon. I mean, there are so many people that donated, and I think he's going to have to bust it up into different prizes. It can't be one person wins 10 bags of pay dirt. It's got to be 3 different people win 3 bags of pay dirt or something. I mean, it's a great prize. That would be amazing. One person won all. If I won that, I'd probably have another giveaway. I'd probably do. I take all those paper the bags and do another raffle, just like Ozark Buck did. Like, I'm not touching any of this. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do another fundraiser. We're gonna sell all these as they are. Because I mean, I only $30. $30. That's not a lot of money for a donation to Operation Four Paws, like an organization like Operation Four Paws, you know. So if I won, and it was like all the bags of the pay dirt and all the prizes, I think somebody donated turquoise pendants and stuff too. I would do another raffle. I'd do the same thing that Ozark Buck did. Yeah, fantastic organization, fantastic cause. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do a video about it too, just like what Bob did. Just like have a video saying, "Hey, get in the Ozark Books," just to get the word out. You know, I don't care about views. I'm not worried about views. Worried about getting the word out for a good cause. And I tell you what, if Operation Four Paws was here and closer to where I live, I'd probably be using them for the 4th of July weekend to babysit my big beast in there. Dorothy, you know that. You got a mastiff. So, you know what I'm talking about. Yours is probably better behaved than my behemoth, though. So. The tub here, it's a concrete mixer. You mix concrete in it. But I didn't buy it for that. When I first got out of the Army, I was, struggling with my PTSD. I was going to do some homesteading, and I got some eggs, 10 duck eggs. And out of the 10 duck eggs, one hatched. And I had a duck, and her name was Bruce. And this was Bruce's bathtub. I would fill this up and put it out in the yard, and she would swim in it. Bruce was great. After I left Florida and moved up here, a fox got her. I came home from work one day, and she was gone. Ducks make awesome pets, though. She was great. Chick magnet, too, man. You walk someplace with a pet duck, women just flock to you. I remember one time she was sitting on my lap, and I was watching TV, and I was like, I hope she doesn't peck my face. And I turned to look at her, and sure enough, she pecked me in the eye. And I went to the emergency room, and all the nurses and all the female doctors were crowding around me. The one female doctor grabbed my arm and escorted me to ask her out. And it was only because I had a pet duck. Bruce. I didn't know if she was a boy or a girl, so I named her Bruce after Bruce Jenner. But she was a girl. Great pet. Ducks are awesome pets. Here's a little tip for you, too. Male ducks do not quack. Only female ducks quack. Male ducks do this. They grunt low. Female ducks do the. That's the quack. Male ducks don't quack. They don't have to. Female ducks. They call the male ducks in. This thing is filling up with a lot of material. I only have 3/4 of a gallon left. So we're getting to it. We're getting down to it. Yeah, my dog doesn't either. That's why I'm not going to go to Thermal City. I can't trust him. I don't know what he'd do. I got him muzzled, but it's like I'm going to keep him tied up, muzzled at the tent while I'm out gold prospecting. I can't do that to my business partner. It's my dog. It's not his dog. It's my responsibility, not his responsibility. So I'm just not going to go. I want to go. I just can't. I got responsibilities, and I can't go. That's all there's to it. The flow looks like it's slowed down again. nothing blocking it. I mean, but it definitely looks like it's slowed down again. Still producing bubbles, so that's a good thing. Sorry, it says my connection is unstable, so I apologize about the buffering. Thank you all for being here too. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Dimmy. Thank you, the cable company. Thank you, Littlefoot. Thank you, Fly Guy. And anybody else I missed. Boy, this was a lot of work to get this bucket. I already did run. I probably ran a gallon and a half of material. And I found three pieces. So I'm kind of hoping that what I ran was on the top, and maybe that the gold had settled farther down in the bucket, so that there's more gold in the bottom half of the bucket than there was in the top half of the bucket. Those are what I'm hoping for. We'll see if that comes. That's right. All gold is good gold, no matter how small. But Dorothy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're like, I have a lot of people I talk to on YouTube, and like, you're like in the top 10 of the people that I like. You're way up there, way up there on the list of people that I think and really appreciate, because like Gold Squad prospecting, and you, I think, have commented on ad. And I'm not putting anybody else down. Like, I love Gator, I love Dimmy, I love Fly Guy, I love all you guys. But Dorothy, you've gone above and beyond. Like GS has commented on every one of my videos, even if it was terrible. And it surprised me. Has the flow gotten lower? I mean, the flow has gotten slower, hasn't it? I'm telling you, the flow's gotten slower. And then I'm going to turn this up, and it's gonna rock. It's gonna rock it again. Yeah, it was really hard to turn. Like, it was. I'm not putting anybody down when I say that. But. Dorothy is a fantastic supporter of channels. She supports so many channels. It's blasting now. I'm getting more bubbles too, so I must have done something. Yeah, I don't know. It was like it seemed like it was just getting slower and slower and slower. I barely touched it. Now it's ramping up. I got bubbles on the side. I'm starting to produce a lot more. Maybe my pump's getting old. It is quite old. I used to grow hydroponic tomatoes. And that was my hydroponic tomato pump. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of air bubbles and stuff now. Yeah, it is what it is. Piles and mountains of gold anyways. Very little gold. Very small, tiny little gold down there. No Tellum Creek. Hey, way cool. How's it going, brother? Just running some concentrates from No Gold Creek. I mean, No Tellum Creek. Carolina. The gold in that creek is really tiny. I moved 6 5-gallon buckets of material and I found 7 pieces of gold. So from what I think, I moved about 10, 15 pieces. 15 pieces of 15 buckets of dirt to get this material because I used my dredge. There's going to be gold in here, smile, but I doubt it. And my pumps in any flowage, I turned it up, and the second I turned it up, it started to mass produce. Probably washing all the gold out. It is what it is. It's a beautiful day, though. It's working. I mean, I see all the blondes coming out. Nope, that was a big spoonful. And I apologize about the roosters and not being able to see the chat. I hope so too, Dorothy. It's going to make me second guess a lot of things. Whether my equipment was working properly, whether this is working properly, whether there's just no gold down there. I don't know. But it's a learning experience, you know? Went to this YouTube channel yesterday, and it was drum practice number 88. And I clicked on the kid's channel. The worst drummer I had ever seen in my entire life. I felt so bad for him. Somebody was like, "Is this kid special?" And I was like, "I don't know if he's special or not, but he's got no rhythm." And he saw it, and he was like very hurt because this is this 88th drum set practice. He needs 188 more, you know. I tried telling him some pointers, you know, because I used to play the drums. I gave my drum set to a 16-year-old kid when I joined the Army. But it just made me think that, man, that's his 88th drum practice video. And he's still doing it. He's still making those. He wasn't good. Let me just say that, you know. And it's eye-opening, you know. It makes you think. It makes you think. Am I no good? Are my videos no good? Am I terrible? Is there somebody out there going, "Oh my God, this kid," you know? I mean, it makes you think. It makes you ponder a lot of things. He's doing it. The dedication, man. He's trying to play John Bonham. And he doesn't even know how to play a basic drum beat. He's playing A Whole Lot of Love. Like John Bonham. I've been playing the drums since I was 15 years old. I can't play A Whole Lot of Love like John Bonham. I give him an A+ for effort. Uh-oh. I touched the bottom of the bucket. I touched the bottom. I touched the bottom. Yeah, we're about a half a gallon. We're probably about 3/4 of a gallon. 3/4 of a gallon. Gold on. Gold dance. My buddy Gator would say, "We golden." And thank you all for being here again. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and commenting and liking. It really means a lot. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps, you know, get your content out there to more people. I'll be happy when this bucket's empty, though. Yeah, we're coming to it. There's less than there's about a half a gallon of sand left. Piece of sand-sized gold. One piece, just one grain of sand-sized gold. That's all I want. Just so I can go, there is gold there. I mean, there is gold there, but man, it's small. Unless I go 500 feet deep and I hit a pay streak, I don't see me spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours digging there. I got better things to spend my back on. You think about so many shovelfuls of dirt left in me. Am I going to waste one more shovelful of dirt down there where there's no gold when I can get gold over there? Every shovel I take brings me one closer to my last. I don't know. That was a big shovelful too. Thunder. So I guess the weatherman was right. Boy, I hope there's a piece of gold in there. I tell you what. I don't know if there's going to be a lot, Dorothy. I really don't. I'm leaning towards five pieces of gold. Is that PA? Hey, PA, what's going on, man? Just running some concentrates from a creek that's down to me. It's not pay dirt. This is sand from the creek. I dredged it. This was it was over three. It was probably up to here, so it was probably about 3.5 gallons. I don't even know if you can see that. It's 3.5 gallons of material. The first time I ran it for the video, I ran it to just above 2 gallons, and I found 3 pieces of gold in the top 2 gallons of material. So now I've been running this all the way down. We're about just under 1/2 gallon of material right here. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully there's more than 3 pieces of gold in it. And when I say gold, I mean fly group gold, small gold. It took me 3 hours of being bent over in the creek dredging this material. I thought the dredge was going to save me from shoveling on my back. Boy, it didn't save me from being bent over. My back is still feeling. I'm tied in knots. Key bag didn't help much either. That kinky. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys coming to my life. Boy, those 2 big pieces of flakes right there. It'd be nice if they were gold. I know they're not gold, but I'm hooked up. It would be really nice if those 2 pieces were gold. That one there and that one there. I know they're not, but it would be so nice if they were, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just make your day? Boy, that'd make my week. That'd make my year. I'd quit my job. Just go down there panning for those 2 pieces right there. Nice if they were. I know they're not. They're mica. But boy, would that be nice if they were. Woo. I'd be dancing. Dancing. That's what you do. Those are about the sizes of the gold that we found at Gators. I know it's not gold, but those are about the sizes of the piece of gold that we found at Gators' place. And Gators no telling the creek. Yeah, there's not much where. It's probably like an inch of material left in the bottom of the bucket. I wish I had my act together and more professional, but it's a learning experience. I never had anybody show me anything. The only thing I ever learned was from George the Buzzard Massey on the Gold Fever show, and whatever videos I saw on YouTube from Two Toes. Two Toes is a good guy too. I think he's out in Oregon or Idaho. He does a lot of educational videos about how to find gold. Yeah, Two Toes is awesome. He has a lot of educational videos. Somebody commented on one of my videos, the reason you're not finding gold is because you don't know what you're doing. Gold. And I had been subscribed to Two Toes videos since like 2018. Oh, we're losing gold. I dropped some into the catch tray. This was a lot of work to get these concentrates. Yeah, we're seeing white at the bottom. The white at the bottom of the bucket. It's still catching material, so hopefully there's some gold in here. This is the VA. I got to take this. Hello. Hello. All right, that sounds awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a great. Sorry, they love calling me. I think I'm on their speed dial. I'm on the speed dial button for this. It's number 2. You got to push 9 to get out, and then you push 2, and it directly calls the empty can. My number's 2, because that's how old I am. I bet I was the oldest one in the army. My number was 2. Well, I wasn't the oldest one in the army. Somebody call me up and be like, "Hey, we heard your story. We want to do a movie about you." I'm like, "That'd be fine, but you got to get Ryan Gosling to play me. No Ryan Gosling, no movie." So if you're a movie producer and you know Ryan Gosling, you want to do a movie about my life story, go ahead and hit me up. I'm open for negotiations. I'll have my people call your people. I think that'd be an awesome movie. It's like I've already tried to write it as a book, but I'm not a writer. But it's basically a real life Stripes story, like the movie Stripes with Bill Murray. It's a real life Stripes story. I was that guy. I lost my job. I was going to lose my house. I lost. I. It's a real life Stripes story, and I'm old. I'm still old. We are coming down to it. You can see the light at the bottom of the bucket. Ow! Yeah, that hurt. That really hurt. I'm always hurting myself. Good. So there's that. That looks like, yeah, see, I busted myself wide open. I'm cut. I can't even not cut myself standing in one spot. Yeah, this thing's about to. It's not flowing in yet. I space to finish this bucket, but it's piling up with dirt in there. What did I have? 3 gallons? No, 2 gallons. There's 2 gallons of sand in the bottom of this around my catch tub, my catch tray. I hope I have gold in here, Dorothy, so I can show you something. Ay, Columba. There's the V again. Hold on. Oh, I missed it. I told you that. I mean, they pushed the number 9 and then number 2, and that to my house. Ow! I am just a big clumsy oaf. Come on, gold. Yeah, they wanted to send me to Asheville. They wanted me to drive to Asheville again. No. Oh, we can get you a set up there in Franklin. Why didn't you suggest that to start with? I am running out of space here. It's almost about to pile into my catch tub. It's like a 1/4 inch from the lip of my catch tub. There's a little sand in my catch tub, but nothing to worry about. He's gonna crow. He just jumped up there, perch, and he's gonna crow real loud. Called it. Hi, Gail. How are you? It is South Macon County. It's almost Georgia. I did 6 buckets of material out of this before, and I found, the first time I found 7 pieces of flour gold. And then the second time I found 3 buckets of material. Oh, I lost all my gold again. Dang it. So 12 empty buckets full of material. I found 10 pieces of gold. Now I dredged what's left out of this, out of that creek. So I'm expecting double that. I'm not going to say the number out loud because I doubt it. But I'm expecting about 10 pieces of gold. And I've been running this for 2 hours and 43 minutes right now. That's how much material was in there. I'm almost out of room in my catch tub. It's about to stay in my sluice box and go into my overflow. But I only got that much material left. Probably about 2 cups, a cup and a half of material. So we are going to get this panned out in about 10 minutes. And hopefully there's gold. And thank you for coming, Gail. I appreciate you. I want some of your stickers. My email address is emptypan74@gmail.com. Email me and I will send you some stickers. And I want some stickers from you, please. If you still have some. If not, just email me and I'll shoot you some stickers. It's all good. I'm going to have some of those superhero stickers made up too, the empty pan superhero stickers. Not that I'm vain and think I'm a superhero or nothing, but I don't know what I was going to do with it. I sent AAA the superhero one, and I sent Trouble one. Superheroes of them, not of me, of them. and they didn't do anything with them, so I don't know if I'll do anything with it. But I mean, it's cool to have. It looked cool. It looked like an actual superhero you would see in a comic book. So stickers would be cool. Yeah, we're getting down to it. We don't have that much left. Not much. I'll put some water here. Not much. And I apologize for not being able to read the chat. It's on my laptop over there. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting closer. Boy, I hope there's gold going in there right now. I see black sands, but I don't see any gold. Wow, lots of black sands. That's going to do it. That is going to do it. I need to get a pen. I think I'm just gonna lose all my gold right here and just do this deal. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that was lovely. Now I'm gonna have the pump. Just pump that out. But all my material went into the bucket. I could probably pull this. There's a bunch of shiny material in there. I don't think that's gold, but I'm going to have to pan it out just to check. Just dumping the water out of this so I can effectively move it without it weighing a million pounds. The gold pan, because I wasn't expecting to pan out any material for some reason. Okay. I'll put this stuff. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Okay, that is the dust that went into the Okay, this is my catch tray. That hen is laying an egg. That's why she's making that noise. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Nothing on my sleeve? Here's my boy. Well, that's some dirty water. Dirty birdie water. Alrighty. That is the sluice box material. Shavings back under there. I'm going to put some jet dry and that in here. That's how I roll. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do that overflow dust that accumulated in the catch tray. Well, got to put some jet dry in there so my gold doesn't float away. I still see stuff floating. Hopefully we don't see any gold in this. All right. You've outlived your usefulness there. All right. Hummingbirds, you're more than welcome to go back to your hummingbird feeder. You know, got us in my face now. Okay. We're crossing our fingers. There's no material in this. Oh! I almost went down. All right. I see. But right here, right there, there's two pieces. I think my snuffer box is in my truck, so I'm just gonna leave that there for now. There was three pieces in there. So this is where we're really hoping that we find something. We want to see 20 pieces. I gotta check the chat real quick. And y'all looking at my beautiful face, I seen some stickers for sure. I got more. I don't have any from PA either. My emails. I will definitely email you, Gail. Okay. The light is terrible out here for this. It's not my indoor studio. I don't even know if you guys can see that. There are garnets in it. Lots of black sands. Magnetics. I'm going to grab my magnet real quick. This out real quick. Yeah, I mean, not much. There is a little magnetics. I mean, not enough to worry about. But I guess I'm going to worry about them. So there's that. Okay. Once again, I can't see what's going on in this band because of the light. So it took me, I don't know, 3 hours to dredge this out of the creek. it took me another 3 hours to run the sluice box the first time, and then it took me 3 hours to run the sluice box this time. So that's 9 hours so far. Now it's taken me 12:37, so 10, 11, 12, 37, 3.5. This has taken me over 12 hours of actual panning and sluicing and prospecting. 12 hours. Well, my count was a little off. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. The one on the top is almost the size of a grain of sand. Almost the size of a grain of sand. It's in there, though. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see it. My mama just texted me back. It's in there. I see. I mean, probably about 20 pieces. Nah, I wouldn't say 20. I mean, 3 big ones, and then probably about three big ones. Oh, big for fly poop. 3 big ones and a bunch of little ones. I'm going to soak that up into my snuffer bottle that's locked in my truck right now. But that was a lot of... So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming and watching my video. Thank you all for sticking around. This is only going to be the video. There isn't going to be any made up video after this where I cut out all the stuff. This is the only video there was. There was 3 pieces. 3 pieces in that one. And then 3 big ones in that one and a bunch of... Oh, it was close to my estimate of about 20 pieces. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching and putting up with my BS. I appreciate each and every one of you. Much love, much respect. There's a piece of gold in there too, right? I don't even know if this was the pan I did for. There's one little piece of gold right there. I will get that all snuffered out. Thanks for coming. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.